myself Dr. Prajwalini Singh Thakur. I'm assistant professor at Veterinary Physiology Department. Today I will be talking about advances in goat and sheep farming technology management, improving well-being, efficiency, sustainability, and profitability. So for successful sheep and goat farming, there is a triad of vaccination, biosecurity, good nutrition, and welfare. So the content of my topic is overview of goat and sheep farming, advances in reproductive techniques, and revolutionizing goat and sheep farming with advanced breeding, under which I will be talking about artificial insemination, embryo transfer technology, genetic selection through DNA testing, advances in farming through precision livestock farming management. So India is rich repository of goat genetic resources with well-established breed that have wide product diversity, that is meat, milk, and fiber. Advances in sheep and goat production and management are crucial for sustainable agriculture and food security. So when it comes to the goat farming, contribution of goat has overwhelming impact when it comes to the rural India. They are usually associated with the poorest of the poor, and many time goat has been considered as the poor man's cow. Goat has been described as poor man's cow because of its immense contribution to poor man's economy. They not only supply nutritious and easily digestible milk to their children, but also regular source of additional income for poor and landless or marginal farmer. Being small-sized animal, goats can easily be managed by women and children. Feeding, milking, and care of goats does not require much equipment and hard work. So when it comes to the medicinal values of goat milk, it is more easily digestible, has a lesser allergic problem. Goat milk is used as Ayurvedic medicine. Its value for patients suffering from peptic ulcer, liver dysfunction, jaundice, biliary disorder, and other digestive problems. It is also useful in the vegetarian communities because it has a higher phosphate content. Goat milk has a higher content of B complex vitamins, and also useful for in the various milk products. Goats can be milked as often required, preventing milk storage problem and refrigeration cost. Goat milk has 9 minerals more in number than any other milk used for human consumption. So there are different goat breeds from various regions with they have a definitely major utility in meat and milk and hair and skin production and even in the pashmina. There are from different habitat like semi-arid zone, humid zone, temperate zone, and also some of them are from Maharashtra, Uttarakhand, and Uttar Pradesh. When it comes to sheep breeds, they're from north temperate region, northwestern arid or semi-arid region, divided according to their agroecological regions in India and their major utility. They are from north temperate, northwestern arid, and other southern peninsular region and eastern region. They are the major utility breed with apparel wool, carpet wool, mutton and carpet wool, mutton, and of course there are certain for the prolific acid. So you can see there are different breeds of the sheep also divided in according to the different ecological regions. According to the statistic published by Ministry of Agriculture indicates that around 70% of sheep and goat in the country are reared by small and marginal farmer, landless laborer, and this is corroborated by the field finding. Small ruminant rearing is therefore priority livelihood activity for resource poor farmers and often a key support activity for the livelihood. So when it comes to the reproduction and reproductive activity, the small ruminants such as sheep and goat have a potential for increased production due to their ability to produce multiple offspring per pregnancy. Maximizing the production capacity of these flocks hinges on enhancing the reproductive rate. So there are several factors which affects the fertility, fecundity, lamb survival, and interlambing periods. Reproductive techniques aim to mitigate these limitations, enabling more intensive production system and facilitating genetic enhancement in the flock productivity. So there are different methods which have been revolutionizing in the sheep and goat farming with the advanced breeding. But today, for today's seminar, I am keeping it limited to artificial insemination, embryo transfer technology, genetic selection through DNA testing. So when it comes to artificial insemination, this technique allows farmer to breed goat and sheep with a superior genetic selecting specific traits such as disease resistance, milk production, meat quality without the need for physical mating. Why frozen semen and in AI in goat and sheep? Because faster propagation for superior germplasm, conservation of native and pure breed, more kits per year, eliminate or reduce the cost and bother of maintaining the bucks and rams, increase the rate of genetic improvement through maximal use of superior sire, increase the number of does to which buck could be bred, reduce disease transmission. Estrus synchronization allows several does to be bred the same day, easy transport of genetics. The success of AI in goats or sheep are mainly dependent on fresh or frozen semen, number of timing of insemination, insemination method, quality and quantity of semen, semen handling practices, management of animals to be inseminated, proper detection of estrus, proper mode of insemination, feeding and nutritional status of does and eaves. Frozen semen technology has been the pillar behind the artificial insemination and one of the major strengths of assisted reproduction. The discovery of liquid nitrogen and different extender has made it relatively easy for preservation of liquid semen. Frozen semen technology has been used as a method for dissemination of superior germplasm and also going to cater increasing demands of meat, milk, and other animal product future. Some major advantages of frozen semen are easy in transport, avoid the country or border as a limitation for best semen. Animal cloning and stem cell technology are dependent on the frozen semen. Upgradation of local breed with superior sperms. Factors which affect the frozen semen technology are poor diluent with limited information regarding their standardization in bucks, egg yolk coagulating enzyme, poor adaptability of buck semen to ultra low temperature, cost for equipment and liquid nitrogen, increased labor for estrus detection and insemination, lack of standard protocol for packaging and quality control, potential for spread of undesirable traits. So advantage and restriction of artificial insemination in sheep and goat. Advantages are unlimited breeding selection can be done. This is cost effectiveness. Of course, the disease transmission can be avoided and more mating per ram or buck is possible. Primary advantages of AI is that ram or buck from around the world can be used for breeding. Make use of semen from deceased sires or sires that live a much longer distance away from the farm. Can use more than one breeding sire on your herd. Cost effectiveness, a farmer can have access to wide variety of ram and buck at relative low cost. A farmer can make use of superior genetics that cannot be found at local animal cell. Less cost compared to keeping one or more ram and buck in terms of feeding, housing, and labor expenses. Many diseases in small ruminants are spread through sexual contacts. The risk of these diseases are minimized with the AI because the semen of donating animals is tested. The procedure itself is performed without the physical contact. More mating per buck means through the use of artificial insemination, a male can be bred far more than with the natural breeding. When it comes to the restriction, fertility rate or the cleanup male, there is only 40 to 60% of conception rate for AI than with using the fertile Ramobok. Still have to use Ramobok of cleanup to cover the females that were missed or didn't conceive. So also the technician needs the knowledge of physiology of reproduction, also the insemination time you have to maintain, and of course you need the trained technician, and cost for keeping semen freezing is goes very high sometimes. But recently 2016 report from CSWRI which states that adoption rate of AI by farmers is gradually increasing in the field flocks. The use of cost-effective synchronization device in the form of vaginal sponges has given the scope for taking up large-scale fixed-time AI program. Around 1962 sheep in farmers' flocks are artificially inseminated by the institute with overall success rate of 62.69% as per CSWRI report in 2016. Next, I will be talking about the embryo transfer technology, where farmers can multiply the offspring of their best performing goats or sheep, further improving the overall productivity of the herd. So the method goes like this. You can collect the worm laparoscopically, or from the ovaries can be collected from the slaughterhouse. Then cumulus ophorus selection and in vitro maturation, fertilization and development happens in the laboratory. Embryo transfer happens on the field, and we look for the pregnant animal. ET or embryo transfer involves the collection of embryos from donor female and their transfer to recipient female, often synchronized to optimize pregnancy rate. This technology allows the rapid propagation of superior genetics, enabling breeding to increase the number of offspring from genetically valuable animals. Embryo transfer is a productive technology that allows producers to take the advantage of high quality genetics in their dams. In addition, ET can be used to rapidly introduce new genetic lines or entirely new breeding into the existing herd. There are some hindrances for this, like for the successful application of ET within the goat herd, intensive reproductive management and excellent record keeping is required. Farmers are still getting adopted to this technology. In India, this technology is not very popular yet. Let's look at the synchronization of estrus. So controlled breeding program using hormonal treatment to synchronize the estrus cycle in females have become more refined. This enables farmer to schedule mating, improve conception rate, and facilitate more efficient management of breeding seasons. So there are few protocols for estrus synchronization, in which the first is progesterone-based protocol. Progesterone-based protocol involves the use of exogenous progesterone to synchronize estrus cycle. This method helps in controlling the timing of ovulation and facilitating timed artificial insemination. Studies have shown higher synchronization rates and improved reproductive outcome using progesterone devices such as intravaginal sponges or controlled internal drug release devices. Another method is gonadotropin releasing hormone combined protocol. GnRH is used in the combination with progesterone to synchronize estrus cycle. GnRH induces ovulation while progesterone suppresses the estrus until its withdrawal, triggering estrus onset. This dual hormone approach has been effective in synchronizing estrus, improving conception rate in both goat and sheep. Then there is double prostaglandin PGF2 alpha injection protocol. This protocol involves administering two injection of PGF2 alpha approximately 10 to 14 days apart. PGF2 alpha induces luteolysis, leading to synchronization of estrus in responsive animal. This method is cost effective and widely used in commercial farming for synchronization of breeding seasons. When it comes to successful stories or field applications, successful implementation of synchronization protocol has been reported in various geographical regions and production systems. Farmers have reported improved breeding efficiency, reduced labor cost, and more uniform kidding lambing season, which contributes to better herd flock management and economic benefits. So when it comes to new technologies in 2024, this is a EDS2 estrus detector for sheep and goat. EDS2 estrus detector for sheep and goat allows for detection of symptomless estrus, and this is the sensor based again, makes it easier to determine an optimum mating time for female with a typical estrus cycle, increases the effectiveness of insemination, improves the economic result of the breeding. I'm now going to shift to genetic selection through DNA testing. Here, by analyzing the genetic makeup of individual goats or sheep, farmers can identify desirable traits and make the informed breeding decisions to improve the overall quality of their herd. When it comes to application and aims of genome engineering in sheep and goats, genome engineering has been applied in both sheep and goats for various purposes. The purposes are production of pharmaceutical in milk, xenotransplantation, modeling human diseases, production of disease resistance in animal, and investigation of gene functions. Also, production of genetically superior animals. This is getting more popular now day by day. This is the schematic representation of practical and likely pathway of genetic modification in sheep and goats. People are using in the not in the field but in the lab right now, which should come into the field very soon, I guess. DNA construct for some traits. Yes, they are using this genetic modification. For that review, I will be showing that review shortly. So some DNA construct they are using viral vectors, They are using, they are also using transposons, RNAi, recombinase, and endonucleases. Pronuclear injections and nuclear transfer are two primary procedures for generation of the live founders with desired genetic modification. Other tools are sperm-mediated gene transfer is a transgenic technique that transfers genes based on the ability of sperm cells to spontaneously bind to the internalized exogenous DNA and transport it into the oocyte during the fertilization to produce genetically modified animals. In case of viral vectors, basically the virus function has been mutated, and when it comes to recombinases, recombinant proteins has been used. Transposons, transposable elements in the nucleic acid sequence in DNA that can change its position within the genome and sometimes creating reversing mutations. So RNAi for silencing also uses, and endonucleases has been used, different kinds. These have served to mediate manipulation in variety of cells, organs, including somatic cells, embryonic cell, embryos, spermatozoa, spermatogonial stem cell, testes, mammary gland, and other targeted organ. Different procedures are involved in delivery of DNA construct as well as various enzyme systems that induce genetic modification event. There are, in the recent revolution, gene editing using site-specific endonucleases are there. Here, the four major classes of endonucleases, there are meganucleases, ZFNs, talens, CRISPR-Cas9. They have been used. Basically, it is like a cut and paste methods. And commonly used delivery approaches are SCNT. So we know the example of Dolly here. Other than that, different forms of modification that results from the two main DNA repair pathways after induction and double strand break using endonucleases. Basically, embryo transfer is done and gestation and generation of genetically edited offspring has been raised. These are the example of transgenic and gene targeted sheep and goats produced using some genes using somatic cell nuclear transfer approaches. Here some genes are modified based on their therapeutic targets. For example, beta caseins in the sheep and even in the goat. For similarly, the growth hormones has been modified to improve the milk production. These are the references from the different scientists. So there are two sides to the coins. So when it comes to advantage, there are there is disadvantage to the genetic manipulation tools applicable in ovine and caprine genome. I'm not going to go into the details, but recently the Avishan breed has been found out to be the example related to the talent genetic modification or gene editing. Advantage is the simplified alternative method and moderate, but disadvantage is the moderate difficult in design and potential off-target mosaicism offspring generated from micro-injected embryo. Mosaicism meaning what? Like mosaicism meaning if you want to generate something and it's being generated something else in a simple language. CRISPR-Cas9 gene editing tool, simple, cost-effective, customizable, precise compared to other. Potentially off-target mosaicism in offspring generated from micro-injected embryos. So Avishan is a breed which has been recently developed by intrograzing FECB gene from the Gerol sheep into the Malpura breed and Patanwadi. This crossbreeding has resulted in a sheep that not only have a higher prolificacy but also maintain substantial body weight, making them ideal for meat production. Field testing and impact. Field testing of Avishan sheep has shown promising result with a significant increase in the number of lambs per ewe and improved survival rates. This has the potential to greatly enhance the profitability of sheep farmer by increasing meat production. The farmer here is telling the story that he has been received 5 female and 1 male, and he's further telling that total number of lamb was 33, and the eves gave birth to single, twins, triplets. Even one of them has given birth to quadruplets. And the prolificacy percentage has been increased to 70 from the local sheep. and his income has been almost doubled.
दान पहली 2 आ रही है तो 1 आ रही है तो 3000 को 2500 को दे रही है साहब 2 आ रही है तो 6000 का पड़ रही है डबल होगी उसकी मान फायदो मिल रही है भाई आगे भी सब उससे हम फायदो ही दे रही है 2 3 4 5 बेटा 3 3 भी दे रही है वो एक बेड में 4 भी दिया और जान ब्लड सैंपल ले जाओ जे तो आज यूं बताओ जे भाई बच्ची ने राखनी से राख ले जा वो 2 भी दे रही है 3 भी दे रही है कोई और आराम से काय दिक्कत को ना भविष्य में आगे फायदे कर रही है कम रहा का तो भी बच्चा ज्यादा आ जावे जमाना अच्छा को ना
So he's telling that even if I'm keeping limited ships, still I'm producing more kids.
ज्यादा दे दे डबल दे दे बढ़िया इसमें फायदो रिटे फायदो नुकसान से कौन फायदो दे रही है 3 हो गया तो 9000 का हो गया 3 3 का भी देवा एक बेड बाद 4 बच्चा भी दी है
So for quadruplets also it can produce quadruplets also.
ये पैदा हुए जच्चा 6 किलो के करीबन आवाज 40 39 किलो से
So when it was
मालपुरी में होता तो 18 किलो वजन दे देता है ज्यादा
it's telling like almost double than Malpur it's giving the weight. When it comes to the summary of this first part, in the current era, genome engineering system have become indispensable tool of basic research, biomedicine, and agriculture. Applying genome engineering tool to farm animals, including sheep and goats, is a significantly important. In future, large number of genes will be targeted and more valuable models will be generated, thus widening our understanding about these genes and their corresponding phenotype and functions. The basic research is only the beginning. The potent potential of genome engineering will be the future. I'm concluding the first part. Effective stress detection and synchronization for the AI are now available to goat and sheep producer and can be used to increase efficiency of herd and reproductive management. In addition, for producer with high quality genetic stock or those who want to rapidly change the genetics of their herds, the use of embryo transfer will facilitate attainment of these objectives. Successful implementation of any of these reproductive management technologies, however, requires careful attention to protocol species and record keeping and doe management. So the record keeping, which is not giving, as per the literature also, the record keeping is very essential when it comes to all these technologies. How that is possible? That is only possible with the AI, which is available now for us. I will be shifting my talk to advances in farming through precision livestock farming management through artificial intelligence. When it comes to the traditional livestock management, so this is when it comes to cattle, this is available. When it comes to sheep and goat or small ruminant, people are still reluctant to opt for it because of there are different system of rearing in the sheep and goat. During COVID also, we know that we have used the sensor based things to check our BP or to check our heart rates. We are still using it, right? But still, since then, it has even people are using watch to monitor their BP, heart rate now. But what, how it's in the animal? So similarly, in the animal, the sensors can be used. But how it can be used and what kind of sensors and precision technology which is available for the animal, that's the part I'm going to talk about right now. So traditionally, we count the animal, right? And then through the AI or sensor technology, through the help of drones, we can automatically, drones and cameras, we can automatically count the animals. So traditionally, it's a paper-based record keeping. And when it comes to real-time health monitoring, AI algorithms being used, and it's very simple. Then again, when it comes to health monitoring, we are doing it manual health assessment. When it comes to the AI or sensor technology, the data-driven decision making is being done. This is actually PLF is an individual animal approach. Management of livestock by continuous automated real-time monitoring of production and reproduction, health, welfare, and environmental impacts. Farming using equipment, data, or software which allows the use of information at individual level for targeting decision inputs treatments more precisely. Basically, what is happening here? Basically, sensing devices used by PLF system collects the input from animal or environment in real time, revert them into signal, which are translated into data by sensor algorithm. These data are further validated using the gold standard. Gold standard meaning the data which we have as a gold standard. Finally, the validated data are combined with the external data, animal production, weather data and forecast and current cost, and analyzed by decision support for models to produce realistic prediction decision, and on the basis of economic returns recommended for the final solution. PLF system may use huge databases involving data mining methodologies and artificial intelligence technique. So it is widely adopted in certain farms in India also, like when it comes to cattle. But when it comes to sheep and goat, considered have a lower individual value or less economy. So it's not yet adopted there. But in foreign countries, yes. But in India, I even don't know which farms is adopting it yet, because there are different kinds again, different kinds of rearing system. What are the challenges? So challenges in our farming is there is it's remotely based, sometimes it's a harshly environment when it comes to extensive system or semi-intensive, diversity in the system, more traditional and aging sector, lack of labor, less efficiency, low productivity, low level of income. We can solve the problems with PLF tools by monitoring the remote animals, by setting the alerts or warning system for the remote animals. We can use common protocol for monitoring. We can Here the challenges are batch level sector, yeah, and less organized. Even individual monitoring of each animal is possible. I will give you the example. There will be data to inform for the farmer. It is a very time saving, and low productivity also can be monitored and can be converted into profit further. So, what kind of PLF exists in small ruminants? Mainly fixed and RFID tags, bolus with fixed and mobile readers, and some variable color sensors are also available. So, even feed and water intake can be monitored. So, here you can see, right, so daily, here the animals are feeding. You can actually with the sensors monitor daily dry matter intake, and here you can look for the average daily live weight gains in the lambs. So there is again, this is the walk over weight system. So what is this walk over weight system? Here in the walk over weight system measures the body weight of your sheep, provides data for improved management decisions. Information and data generated can be used to improve key management decision. Knowing the weight of your sheep provides producer with the ability to predict when sheep will reach the target meat market specification. WOW or WOW is a remote weighing system that can reduce labor, increase monitoring efficiency. Innovative system allows pastoral producers to efficiently weigh sheep daily without the need of mustering. Management decisions can be improved as animal condition and growth rates are easily monitored. The equipment works by directing sheep to walk in a single file over the weighing platform without the need for external force. So, in my readings what came was you can weigh from 100 pounds to 400 pounds. This is usually achieved by using the spear gates and trap yards around the attractant such as water, feed, mineral leak, access point. The body weight of the each animal is then measured and then enter a race to access the water or feed. So grazing behavior also can be monitored. For that, there are different collars are available, or GPS systems are available. So here you can see that using GPS collar system, percentage area of each vegetation type compared to the percentage collar location to each vegetation type has been identified. So here it is a server, and here are different collars which has been the scored by the sheep. Then there is a fencing. How this system work? The virtual fencing system. The virtual fencing system here with just the voice of the manager, or the cues of the voice of manager, it can stop, according to the literature, it can stop the sheep and goat from moving further. So just like there are voice doors right now, that's the similar technology can be has been used. People are using this technology in the different countries. So let's come to the how the disease and health management is possible. So targeted selective treatment or happy factor algorithm here. So less than target weight is equal to worming, and more than target weight is equal to no worming. What does this mean? Here the deworming treatment has been not given to all the lambs. They are giving to specific lambs which were really needed based on this algorithm. Reproductive management can be done. Also the lambing behavior is also be done using this using these sensors. Social behavior also they identify. Potential of PLF for small ruminant, there are still scope for research. Animal management, you can identify even hunger and thirst, but issues remain that needs to be addressed are accessibility. Again, the price could go more. We don't know whether we can afford in India at the moment, because there is a need of research, and the need of, for that funding for research is also needed. We need to foster collaboration, and there is a still a lack of integration in data, and there is issues. There are different technologies. This is the table for which different technologies are given. Here accelerometers, which can be used for classification, grazing and ruminating behavior in sheep using various machine learning algorithms. They also predict the lamb birth. GPS collar helps in the determination of sheep helter seeking behavior, grazer behavior of hill sheep, sheep circadian rhythm, and feeding behavior, reproductive management in extensive system. There are implantable devices also which helps in the peripheral temperature measurement, determination of sheep body temperature. There are reticulorumen boluses, permanent electronic identification of sheep, goat and cattle, determination of merino sheep rumen temperature has been done. And I have talked about virtual fencing. The infrared thermography or thermal imaging data collected can be used to determine heat tolerance in the lambs, measure of core body temperature via eye temperature. So this is basically used in different under the different climatic conditions also as per the literature. So determination of thermographic temperature is a good indicator of environment, thermal comfort condition in the lambs, determination of lambs response to different genetic group to environment. One of the case studies, this is a case study of Idaho, where a Dan person owns a Rafter P ranch. He first used barcode tags on the 200 ewes, but scanning them took too long for him. Entering data also had many mistakes. So what did Dan do? He switched to RFID tags. Now there are 1000 ewes wearing RFID ear tags. So these are the fixed tags. Handheld RFID readers record data in seconds, and this much faster with no errors. The SHIP software also tracks medication withdrawal times, and this prevents early cells after treatment. Dan researched an RFID systems to meet his ranch need, and this includes RFID ear tag readers, flock software, and SHIP scales. RFID was not one size fits all to Dan, but the right system made management much smoother. Conclusion for this part is there is a potential for PLF to make differences in the small ruminant. What needs to be addressed again is acceptable of technology, economic relevance, affordability, and of course the industry. If we collaborate with the research, the veterinarians, researcher, and academician, if they collaborate together, this might get solved. Again, the health and nutrition plays a major role when it comes to production of sheep and goat. Let's look at that. So tailored feed ration for individual sheep and goat based on their nutritional needs and production goals ensures improved health performance. Precise nutrition, objective of precise nutrition is precisely meeting the nutrition requirement for animal at each stage, enhances the production, reduce pollution, reduces feed costing, reduce excretion of essential element, reduce the labor cost. Traditional, so how will we achieve the precise nutrition? Traditional nutrition plus other technological sciences. Just for example, PLF technology can help to achieve the precision nutrition to meet unique nutritional requirement. So new technology or product available for feeding of goats from CIRG and CSWRI. Recent advances from CIRG Magdoon tells us that researches are ongoing for strategic supplementation of concentrate mixture at the rate 1.2% body weight for better growth and meat quality of Barbary goats, identification of anti-methanogen feed sources for goat production system. They developed higher biomass product producing fodder system for goats under rain and feed condition, Morus alba-based cost-effective agroforestry system for sustainable goat husbandry in semi-arid and rain-fed areas. Modern goat appliances are being made to reduce feed and water wastages. Area-specific mineral mixture and cost-effective milk replacer are used by kids. They develop suitable milk replacer for pre-weaning kids. They develop complete pelleted feed blocks, and designing of low-cost pelleting machine that is being adopted by commercial goat farmers for intensive farming. Central Arid Zone Research Institute has developed a proportional mixture for local available fodder and concentrate on meeting the total nutrition needs for the animal, and also some supplementary feed blocks they have developed. They have also Central Sheep and Wool Research Institute has developed the area specific mineral mixture for cattle and buffalo sheep goes for semi-arid region of Rajasthan, and have been developed for improving health, reproduction, and the production level. Complete feed blocks of sheep and goat reduces the cost per gain by 38% compared to the controlled diet. So here they have used the roughage and concentrate mixture was prepared in 70 to 30% ratio. The blocks have many advantages, like it is easy to transport, palatable in nature, and it can be stored up to 2 years. When it comes to preventive measures, so colostrum feeding is in the neonates is very essential. So for that, refractometer, which is again the sensor based, is available. It is critical that lamb or kid receives appropriate quantity and quality of colostrum, which determines using the calostrometer or Briggs refractometer. In the E or does not produce a high enough quantity of colostrum, there are a variety of replacement which being include high quality colostrum from other sheep and goats, colostrum from cows, or the commercial colostrum replacers are also there. Many of us know already this vaccination schedule. Again, this is the preventive measures. There are many vaccines has been developed for the commonly occurring diseases in sheep and goat. Deworming schedules is also available. Majorly, I wanted to tell about the success story of implementation of timely vaccination here. So this Satyanarayan Gujar, a sheep farmer of village of Amli, Tehsil, Malpura, district Tonk, Rajasthan, has is a burning example in sheep farmer. He has been advised by the extension scientist of ICAR, Avika Nagari, and on his recommendation, he started vaccination, deworming, also used the elite Malpura ram in the flock, started flushing the ewes, and you started using concentration supplement during the gestation and early lactation, feeding and winner lambs and synchronization and artificial insemination. After 1 year of sizable improvement, what witnessed that mortality of those sheep has come down to 7% against 15-20% more lambs, 30 per year. Higher body weight has been achieved. Price in the market has been gone up. He started earning 1.5 to 2 lakhs rupees per year from the sales of animal from his flock of 100 sheep. So he also got this Breed Savior Award in 2013 by Seva Madurai NBAGR Karnal for conserving the native Malpura sheep breed. He is a kind of a role model for his village. So now let's come to the future of goat and sheep farming. The future of goat and sheep farming is characterized by trends and innovation that focuses on sustainability, integration, and product diversification. Key trends include the adoption of precision farming techniques such as the data analytics, Internet of Things such as devices to optimize herd management practices. Innovation in breeding and genetics are driving improvement in productivity and meat and milk and wool quality. Sustainable farming practices are gaining popularity. Additionally, the product diversification, such as value-added goat cheese and milk products, is expanding market opportunity for goat farmer. The future of goat and sheep farming technology holds the great promise for advancing goat husbandry by integrating innovative technologies, sustainable practices, market-driven strategies, and productivity, improve animal welfare, and meet the evolving demand of the industry. In conclusion, enhancing the reproductive techniques and nutrition integrated with the PLF can create wonders in the field of sheep and goat industry and can help to boost economy for the farmers. These are my references.